Number 6. I was someone else's Let's Not Meet. This was years ago, but I still tell this story to friends anytime I get the chance. I was the baddie in someone's Let's Not Meet. Before this story begins, I would like to clarify that I'm writing these lines in the middle of April of the year 2019. For the sake of simplicity, call me Sip. This was years ago. When I was in high school, I entered a relationship with a very close friend named Ivory. After Ivory and I broke up, we stayed good friends. When Ivory's birthday came around, she asked me to come to the birthday party she was having. The first leg of the evening was at a restaurant I'd never been to a few towns over. Afterward, we would all return to a mutual friend's house for beverages and relaxation. One of Ivory's friends had volunteered to drive us all to the restaurant, but I had heard plenty of stories about her terrible driving. As a result, I opted to chauffeur myself in my luxurious minivan. Yes, I drove a minivan in high school. Ivory's friend told me 7 p.m., so at 7 p.m. my black ass rolled into the parking lot. I called Ivory to let her know I had arrived, but they were just leaving. I overheard Ivory tell her friend, "Hey, if you tell Sip of Sunshine 7, he's there at 7. This old man, I had about half an hour of boredom before I had any company. Being the introvert I am, I decided not to go inside and wait like a normal person. Instead, I decided to listen to whatever angsty music I was into at the time, probably Heartbeat by Childish Gambino. Moreover, I also didn't park right near the restaurant. The restaurant was located in a plaza, a strip with several other stores along either side. For some reason, I thought it'd be weird for patrons to see me just sitting there like some waiting weirdo. Instead, I parked at the far end of the plaza by a supermarket. I could still see the restaurant, and there were fewer cars on this side of the parking lot. 5 minutes goes by. I'm rapidly switching through songs. 10 minutes goes by. I'm bored like a piece of pine in a woodshop class. Out of the abyssal silence of boredom, I felt the hum of a text come through. Ivory had texted me. Thank God! A brief reprieve from this boredom. As I'm composing a response, I get this weird feeling. You know that feeling like someone is watching you? Like you can almost hear their eyes? I felt something unnerving, so I look up from the glow of my phone into the darkness before me. What I saw was a family of 4. There was a woman, her husband, and their 2 children. All 4 were looking at me intensely. The woman was standing in front of her 2 children with her hands outstretched, as though to shield them from a proleptic and palpable existential danger. The look in her eyes was of sheer horror, like a waiter had asked her, "Is Pepsi okay?" I have never seen such utter panic so visible on someone's face. I once had to physically intervene to prevent an armed assailant from attacking someone. The woman slowly crept forward, family inching behind her. She began moving towards the driver's side, closer to me with each step, and with each step, her terror rising. At this point, I'm beginning to panic because I have no clue why this woman and her family are snarling at me so aggressively. Did they mistake me for a jit pie? Without warning, the husband says something I could not hear through the glass. He extends his arm and points to my left. His wife, children, and I all simultaneously follow his hand. He was pointing 5 posts to the left of my car where an almost identical one sat. The mother threw her head back in a single burst of laughter. as she unlocked her car. This family left the grocery store to find a black teen dressed in all black sitting in their car. He then proceeded to maintain eye contact for what felt like an eternity. My perplexed expression likely appeared as a more sinister one, especially in the crepuscular light. I'm just glad they realized where their car was before anyone got hurt or police got called. So, family who thought I was in their car at night, I promise we can totally meet. I'm actually a really nice guy who doesn't steal cars. So, to summarize, too long did not read. TLDR. Family thought I was stealing their car because I was sitting in my car to pass the time. Pretty sure the panic literally shaved years off that woman's life. And I just want to thank everyone for being so encouraging about my writing. You all inspire me to take it seriously as a hobby. I'm sure you'll see me around on some writing subreddits. You lot are truly wonderful.
Oh, that's a good one.
Thanks. I definitely feel for the woman. Her mom instincts kicked in hard. From my perspective, I had no clue what she was scared of. Luckily, I no longer drive a mom car.
Oh, interesting. Well, I do believe that this actually happened. You're a pretty good storyteller. I'd love to read something fictional from you sometime. As funny as this is, it is also scary. What if they had been the type to jump to conclusions? It could have ended very differently. Glad all was well.
Yeah, I agree on it being scary. I'm allergic to bullets, so if they were armed, it would have really ruined my appetite. That said, the fact that she didn't reach for anything is concerning. Reach for that phone, call those guys with the sirens. They love that shit. Also, life pro tip. If you're ever in a situation with a potentially dangerous individual, put your hand in your pocket, even if nothing's there. Then make a fist. Making people think you have a weapon is just as good 90% of the time.
The way you worded this was hilarious. This definitely seems like something I would do. Mistaking my car for someone else's, and then panicking if I see some stranger in my supposed car.
Hey, we have all been there. The good news is that when everyone got there, I had a pretty great story. No judgment, moms work hard. I think they were tired. Thanks by the way, stories are more fun when you have fun telling them.